It's now been 2 years that I've been using Bitpanda, and as a customer in this video, I'm going to tell you everything, give you my honest Bitpanda opinion and share the advantages, the strengths I've noted from my experience that I appreciate, the negatives that I don't appreciate about Bitpanda, and at the end of the video, I'll give you my final verdict. So let's go. We're going to navigate the site together, and I'll start right away with the first strength of the Bitpanda platform, and you really need to know them all because some are really very useful. And the first one is obviously that you have a multi-asset offering. As you can see right here, you have more than 3,000 different products, I believe, and this includes cryptocurrencies, stocks, ETFs, crypto indices, precious metals, commodities. In short, you really have a lot of assets you can invest in through Bitpanda. And that's cool because it makes the platform a bit more all-in-one instead of being specific to just cryptos or just one market or one asset. Well, this allows you to have a global view and to invest in several assets at once without having to spread yourself across 10,000 platforms. So that's something I appreciate. Then the second point I appreciate is the interface. Now, I haven't necessarily logged into my account, and generally it's true that it's more convenient on a phone, but you have an interface that is really intuitive and very easy to use, fast and ideal for beginners. So if you are a beginner, well, I think it's a very, very good interface, and generally the application or even the website is quite smooth and easy to understand and handle. So for me, those are big positive points because you always have to think about beginners. Then the third point, and here we really get into what is truly interesting, is that with the Bitpanda card, you can simply get cash back. So firstly, you can spend your cryptocurrencies thanks to the Bitpanda card. But in addition to that, when you spend and make purchases, you will be able to get 1% cash back on the crypto you spend, and you will have 0 transaction fees for non-euro transactions. So honestly, that's very interesting, and you can of course connect with Apple Pay, etc. And you have an interface that is once again very, very easy to use and to track all your expenses a little bit. Honestly, it's quite simple. So that's a big positive point. The Visa cashback card, Bitpanda, big positive point. Then another thing that is still very interesting is of course staking. You can do staking on Bitpanda. For me, this is part of what makes this platform extremely comprehensive. So it's really all in one. You have everything you need. By the way, if you are interested in staking cards, Bitpanda fees, etc., etc., in the description of this video, I am providing a special link that will give you access to the best offers and the best staking you can get, the best welcome offers, etc., and especially the best fees. So I am putting this link in the description of this video, and if you are interested in signing up, well, you can click on this link. It's an affiliate link, but it's a link that will mainly allow you to have the latest updates and the latest offers available. So take advantage of it. Feel free to check it out and have a look before signing up because you can benefit more. There you go. I'm saying this for you. So we were just talking about stacking, and as it is written right here, you can earn up to 30% per year. Now, of course, it depends on certain cryptocurrencies. You can see, and what I also like is that they are ultra transparent about which staking, what yield, on which cryptocurrency. So I will let you take a look for yourself and see a little bit what interests you and which cryptocurrency. So I have put all that again in the description of this video. But for me, once again, you have a very, very good staking, and that's a positive point. So we will soon move on to the negative points, and there are some which should not be overlooked. However, I must also talk to you about Bitpanda Cash Plus, which once again allows you to quote unquote do stacking, but this time it's for your euros, dollars, or pound sterling. It simply allows you to have a return on your uninvested cash, and above all, to have access to 24/7, meaning you can withdraw at any time. By the way, I didn't mention it, but just like stacking on your cryptocurrencies or on your commodities, the liquidity, you can withdraw it at any time. So the money is not locked. So once again, for me, it's a big positive point. So I will quickly go over one last point, and then I will move on to the disadvantages, the points I like less, which is security. So for me, it's an important point when we talk about money, when we talk about investment finance, to have security. And Bitpanda is indeed a secure platform, but above all regulated by the AMF through Trésor, which is therefore a large company, and especially with trusted banking support such as Deutsche Bank, etc. So we are really dealing with very solid banks and also very solid regulations. So for me, in terms of security, there's simply no comparison. It's secure, plain and simple. There's nothing more to say about that. I will let you inform yourself again if you're interested. But there you have everything in the security section. So now let's move on to the contentious point. We will move on to the negative points of my opinion, Bitpanda. So the first is that indeed regarding Bitpanda fees, regarding trading fees, investment fees, etc. It's true that you have trading fees that are a little bit higher than some other competitors or platforms, like, for example, Binance. It's true that Binance, compared to Bitpanda, has fees that are slightly lower, especially during periods of high volatility. So that's definitely a point to note. Bitpanda has many advantages, as I mentioned just before. However, it's true that in terms of fees, they are not the best of the best in the entire market. So that's something to note, but it's still very reasonable. I assure you, it's really very reasonable for the quote unquote balance that the whole platform offers. But if you are really looking for the best fees you can get, then I tell you honestly, it won't be with Bitpanda. So then another negative point to be aware of. Now, it's not really a huge negative point, but it's simply if you need help or assistance. Again, this is based on my own experience and the feedback I've seen that I've received, etc., etc. At the customer support level, sometimes you have response times that are a little long, or sometimes you have customer support that is simply not very responsive, let's say. So that can also be a negative point to note, even if personally, in most cases, I have never had a problem. And even if I had a problem, I always resolved it. It's just that it takes a bit of time. And once again, it depends on the experiences you will have. It's variable. Some customer support will be very responsive, etc., and others will be a little slower. So in short, it also depends on who you encounter. Now, my final verdict. So just before, I remind you, just before moving to the final verdict, if you want to have the best offers, the best returns, and the best fees, you have the link I put in the description of this video. You can check this specific link. It's an affiliate link. It's a special link that will allow you to access the best offers and welcome bonuses, if there are any, depending on your country. So really do it, because it can offer you bonuses and advantages. So it would be silly to miss out. So my final verdict on Bitpanda, well, listen, it's very positive because it's an excellent entry point for investment, especially in cryptocurrencies, but also in various asset classes, as we mentioned, like the stock market, ETFs, cryptos, precious metals, commodities. You have staking, so you can grow both your cryptocurrencies and your money in euros, dollars, or pounds sterling. And above all, you have security. You can withdraw your money from the staking at any time. You have a bank card with cashback. In short, for me, I would say it's really an 8.5 out of 10 or even 9 out of 10 for Bitpanda. In terms of the rating, I would give it simply because I can't give 10 due to the fees, which are not the best on the market, but we're really not far off, and because of the customer support, which is sometimes a bit unstable depending on who you get. But for all the other things, regulation in Europe, solid licenses, the intuitive interface, the accessible multi-asset platform, the advanced features of the crypto card, the stacking, etc., etc. For me, it's very, very solid with Bitpanda. There you go. You have all the information in the description to get the best offers depending on your country and location. I've put the link. You can go check it out. And this was Jeremy. See you next time.